Good morning, scholars. Happy Monday. So before we get started and you grab your scratch piece of paper and a pencil, you're going to do a quick exercise. So first, I want you to stand up and touch your shoulders. All right, scholars, you may sit back down. What did we do first? Share out loud what we did first. First, we stood up. What did we do second? What did we do second? Share out loud. Second, we touched our shoulders. All right, we're going to try this again. So I'm going to give you directions. You're going to follow them. And then I want you to think, what order did we do everything? So scholars, first, I want you to stand up. Then I want you to touch your shoulders. And third, I want you to jump up and down 3 times. Okay, I'm going to repeat that. First, I want you to stand up. Then I want you to touch your shoulders. And third, I want you to jump up and down 3 times. All right, scholars, you guys can sit back down. So what did we do first? First, we stood up. Then what did we do? What did we do second? Then we touched our shoulders. And what did we do third? We jumped up and down 3 times. All right, scholars, now that we have our brains thinking, we are going to go ahead and grab our scratch piece of paper and a pencil, and we are going to get started. All right, scholars, on my board, you will see that I have written the word triangle. And remember, a triangle is a shape that has 3 sides and 3 corners. A triangle is a shape that has 3 sides and 3 corners. Now, we just did an exercise where I gave you instructions, and first you guys stood up, then you touched your shoulders, and then the last thing that you did, you jumped up and down 3 times. So I'm going to walk you through what I'm expecting you to do for the next 2 slides with the next 2 shapes. So for a triangle, we are going to draw a triangle. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make my 3 corners. And to do that, I am going to put 3 circles. And as you can see, I didn't line my 3 circles in a line because that's not a triangle. Yes, there's 3 dots, but remember, a triangle has 3 sides and 3 corners. So now that I put my dots down, I can go on to my second step. So my second step is putting the lines or connecting the dots to each other. I'm going to go ahead and draw. I'm going to make it a little bit skinnier so we can. I connect these 2, and then I connect these 2 dots, and then I connect these 2 dots. Now, if we were doing the exercise that we did earlier, I would explain to my partner that first I drew 3 dots. Then I connected the dots with straight lines. That way that my partner could then draw a triangle without even knowing that that's what they were drawing. The scholars, I want to show you something. I move this box. So a triangle has 3 sides and 3 corners. So a triangle has 3 sides and 3 corners. All right, scholars. So now we're going to draw a square. And what I want you to do, I first want you to draw the dots or the corners of your square. Then I want you to connect the dots using a straight line. Remember, a square, no, I'm going to challenge you. I'm not going to tell you what a square has. So go ahead and draw your square right now, first doing the corners and then connecting the corners with lines. All right, scholars, now that you guys did your part, I'm going to walk you through on how I would draw my square. So I'm going to move my box to reveal what is a square. So a square has 4 equal sides. That means that each side is equal in length. And a square also has 4 corners. So a square has 4 equal sides and 4 corners. Now remember, Miss Samajic said the first thing I want you guys to do is to draw your corners. So let's go ahead. I'm going to make my dots nice and big so you guys can see it. And I'm going to draw my 4 corners. Now, looking at my picture, I can already tell that this isn't going to be a square. Now, it's not going to be a square because remember, a square has 4 equal sides. So as you can see, these sides are a lot shorter than these sides. So let's go ahead and make it even. Then I told you after you were done drawing your corners to connect your corners using straight lines. So there is my square. So a square has 4 equal sides and 4 corners. So a square has 4 equal sides and 4 corners. All right, scholars. Now we're going to draw a hexagon. Now I'm going to explain to you what a hexagon is because we haven't talked about shapes in a while and I just want to give you a refresher. So I'm going to move my box. So a hexagon has 6 sides. So it has 6 sides and it has 6 corners. What I want you to do, just like we did for the square and the triangle, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to draw your corners. So remember, you're going to have 6 corners, which means you're going to have 6 dots. And then you are going to connect your dots with your 6 sides. Go ahead and pause the video and try your best to draw a hexagon, first starting with the corners and then draw the sides. All right, scholars, now that you guys did your hexagon on your paper yourself, let's go ahead and do it together. So first, I said we needed to draw our 6 corners. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I said to connect the corners using your straight line. So let's go ahead and make this a little bit smaller so we can see it. And I'm going to connect my corners. There is my hexagon. Remember, a hexagon has 6 sides and 6 corners. A hexagon has 6 sides and 6 corners. All right, scholars, it is now time for our exit ticket, which means you guys are going to pause the video, go to Google Classroom, complete the exit ticket, and then come back and check your work. So the exit ticket is asking you, or telling you, first, draw a straight line from the dot. Second, draw another straight line from the dot. Third, connect the lines. All right, scholars, go ahead and go to Google Classroom right now and complete the exit ticket and then come back to double check your work. All right, scholars, now that you guys did the exit ticket independently on Google Classroom, let's go ahead and check our work now. So the directions say first, draw a straight line from the dot. So I'm going to draw a straight line from the dot. And I'm going to put a check mark here to tell me and remind me that I already did the first step. Then it says, second, draw another straight line from the dot. So I need to draw another straight line from the dot. And I'm going to put another check mark to tell me that I did the second step. Then it says, third, connect the lines. So now all I have to do is I just have to take this side and use a line to connect the 2 lines I already drew. I'm going to do a check just so I know that I did all 3 steps and I am all complete. All right, scholars, continue to practice those flashcards and your independent practice. I will see you tomorrow for another math lesson. Have a wonderful day, and I miss you all so much.